Ahoy, people of the internet! Captain Jeff the Pirate here, at your disservice. And welcome to Captain Jeff Reviews and Questions Adventure Time. Today's episode is about the Dungeon Train. When I first saw the trailers for this episode, the first thing that came to my mind was, it looks like from Star Fox 64 the level The Forever Train. It basically is a whole bunch of train cars all going in a circle, or an oval. There be no engine, yet you constantly hear a whistle blowing somewhere. Alright, this episode, like many others before it, once again, Finn the human be down in the dumps about his whole non-existent relationship issues. So Jake has decided to find a way to pull him out of his slump by trying to take him to a dungeon, or a cave. Now, then they find the Forever Train, and that's when Jake finds out that Jake believes that this is the cave or dungeon that he was told about. They get on the train, and then, well, inside the train, it reminds me of a completely different game. It reminds me of The Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess. Because there was that one level where you had to descend 100 levels in a cave and beat all the challenges to get to the very end and claim a special reward. Inside the train, it basically is a giant video game. Each car you have, each car spawns actual minions or low-class baddies over and over again. And then if you beat enough of them, it actually spawns a boss. And I kid ye not, the first boss it'd be the second boss they face. No, it's the first boss. They defeat it, and I swear, music similar to the Final Fantasy dun 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 plays after the boss be defeated. So basically, the train is just a giant video game for adventurers, and somehow, every time they get back to a car they were in previously, the baddies respawn, and there's always more, there'll be more loot, and the quality of it keeps getting better and better each time they go around. So, potentially speaking, this dungeon train could sit ye for life. Now we get to the spoilery part of the episode, so be wary, viewers. Okay, so then Jake the dog be finding a crystal ball that shows the future. Now, since Finn's been so sad about his lady problems, this dungeon train has been helping him to cope with that. Get away from the romancing and back into the fighting. But the crystal ball shows that because of this, Finn will be forever stuck on the eternal train dungeon. He will become an old man. He will be decked out with the best equipment and weapons whatsoever, but yeah, I guess the overall moral is that he's filling that void. It's a vice. It's a crutch. It's a coping mechanism. It's to help him get back into his adventuring, but it's focusing his whole life on that one scenario. Finn even goes so far as he goes from fighting minions and bosses, he becomes a boss. He actually fights Jake, takes his backpack, and then he starts looking through it. He finds the crystal ball, and he sees how Jake, still being his best friend, will stick with him all those years, and basically become the equipment carrier for Finn. Finn realizes the error of his ways, and goes back to meet Jake, who he then presents the crystal ball to, and shows off that he will, in fact, leave the train after a few more hours. Jake leaves him, seeing how later on they will be washing dishes together back at the house. I really like this episode, because it shows that they are trying to divert away from the whole romance thing, which has gone on for a wee bit too long, and actually get back to the more nonsensical and fun adventure and part of the series. And like I said, it reminded me of 2 video games that I've played, so I'd be giving this episode a good 2 thumbs up. Arr. Yeah, so check out the train dungeon and and you'll see how good it is. Thank ye for watching this Captain Jeff review.